Have you ever wondered how all life on Earth is interconnected in a delicate balance? This beautiful, intricate dance of life is performed on the stage we call an ecosystem. An ecosystem, you see, isn't merely a collection of animals and plants. It's a complex network, a symphony of interactions where every creature, every leaf, every drop of water plays a part. From the tiniest ant laboring in the undergrowth to the majestic blue whale traversing the oceans, each has a role that is vital to the overall performance. Each organism is a thread woven together into a tapestry of life that is breathtaking in its complexity and diversity. Think of a puzzle. If even a single piece is missing, the picture is incomplete. Similarly, every organism, no matter how small, contributes to the bigger picture that is our Earth. Delve deeper into the fascinating world of wildlife and nature and understand the intricate web of life. Biodiversity, a simple term yet so profound in its importance, but what does it truly mean? Well, imagine a puzzle of life, each piece representing a different species. Each one is unique, fulfilling a specific function, and together they form a complex, interwoven masterpiece. That's biodiversity. It's the variety of life on Earth in all its forms and all its interactions. Now, you might be wondering, why is biodiversity so significant? The answer lies in the balance it provides. A diverse ecosystem is like a well-tuned orchestra, each instrument playing its part to create a harmonious symphony. In biological terms, this harmony allows ecosystems to be more resilient in the face of change, to recover from disturbances, and to adapt to new conditions. Think about it like this. A single type of tree in a forest might be susceptible to a certain disease. If that tree species makes up the entire forest, then the disease could potentially wipe out the whole forest. But if there are many different types of trees, the disease may only affect one species, allowing the rest of the forest to survive and thrive. That's the power of biodiversity. Biodiversity also plays a crucial role in the health of our planet. It helps to regulate the Earth's climate, purify the air and water, recycle nutrients, and pollinate plants. It's a giant natural support system that we often take for granted. Yet, it's not just about survival. Biodiversity enriches our lives in countless ways. It provides us with a variety of foods, medicines, and materials. It inspires us with its beauty and wonder. It teaches us about the intricate workings of life, and it reminds us of our connection to all living things. So, biodiversity is not just a measure of the variety of life. It's a reflection of the health and resilience of our ecosystems, the well-being of our planet, and ultimately, our own survival. The rich variety of life on Earth is not just beautiful, it's vital for our survival. From birth to death, every creature plays a role in the circle of life. But how does this cycle work? It's a fascinating, intricate ballet where every performer has its moment in the spotlight. Let's delve into the life cycles of different animals and their unique roles in the ecosystem. Take the majestic African elephant, for instance, the largest land mammal on Earth. Their journey begins as a vulnerable calf, protected and nurtured by the herd. As they mature, elephants play a critical role in shaping their habitat by uprooting trees and shrubs, making way for smaller species to thrive. Their dung, too, is a treasure trove for beetles and other insects, and even acts as a fertilizer, enriching the soil and promoting plant growth. Now, let's shift our gaze to the skies and the world of birds. The humble hummingbird, though diminutive in size, plays a larger-than-life role in the circle of life. They are pollinators, transferring pollen from one flower to another as they hover to drink nectar. In doing so, they aid in the production of fruits and seeds, feeding other animals and ensuring the continuation of plant species. Down in the depths of the ocean, we find the great white shark, the ocean's apex predator. By feeding on the sick and the weak, they maintain the health and balance of marine ecosystems. And let's not forget the smallest of creatures, the bees. These tiny workers are the world's most important pollinators, responsible for bringing us 1 out of every 3 bites of food. Their tireless work ensures the survival of many plant species, which in turn provides food and shelter for countless animals. From the largest elephant to the smallest bee, every creature contributes to the cycle of life in its own unique way. Each one interacts with its environment, shaping it and being shaped by it. They eat and are eaten, live and die in a continuous, perpetual cycle that has been in motion for billions of years. Every creature, no matter how small, plays a vital role in the grand circle of life. Often overshadowed by their animal counterparts, plants too play an essential role in our ecosystems. But what are these roles? Let's start with a role that's perhaps most familiar to us all: oxygen production. Through the process of photosynthesis, plants convert carbon dioxide, water, and sunlight into oxygen and glucose. This oxygen release is vital for all aerobic organisms, including you and me, who rely on it to breathe and live. But plants don't just stop at oxygen production. They're also a critical source of food and energy. From the smallest microorganisms to the largest mammals, a myriad of species depend on plants for sustenance. In fact, plants form the very base of the food chain. They convert solar energy into chemical energy, which is then transferred up the food chain as different organisms consume one another. This brings us to another significant role plants play: habitat creation. Think about it. From towering trees that provide homes for birds and insects, to underwater plants that offer shelter for a host of aquatic species, plants create diverse habitats. They provide shelter, breeding grounds, and even act as a source of camouflage for a variety of creatures. Moreover, plants also play a crucial role in the water cycle. They absorb water from the soil, use it for photosynthesis, and then release excess water into the atmosphere through a process called transpiration. This helps to regulate the overall moisture levels in the environment. And it's not just about the big picture. On a smaller scale, plants enrich the soil by decomposing into nutrient-rich organic matter. These nutrients are then used by other plants and microorganisms, promoting a cycle of life and growth. In a world that often focuses on the more charismatic members of our ecosystems, it's easy to overlook the humble plant. But as we've discussed, their roles extend far beyond being mere backdrops to our lives. They're the powerhouse of our ecosystems, the providers of life, and the architects of habitats. From the oxygen we breathe to the food we eat, plants are the unsung heroes of our planet. Our actions as humans have a profound impact on our planet. But how exactly do we affect wildlife and nature? Let's start with habitat destruction. As we build our cities, roads, and industries, we're taking away the homes of countless species. This isn't just about one or two animals losing their homes. Entire ecosystems can collapse when key species are forced out. Imagine being evicted from your home with nowhere else to go. That's what many animals face on a daily basis, thanks to human development. Then there's pollution. Our factories belch out smoke, our vehicles spew out exhaust, and our waste ends up in rivers and oceans. This not only contaminates the air we breathe, but also the habitats of many creatures. Birds, fish, insects, mammals, all are affected by the pollution we generate. It's not just about dirtying their homes, but also about introducing harmful substances that can cause illness or even death. Climate change is another major issue. Our reliance on fossil fuels has led to an increase in greenhouse gases, which in turn has caused the Earth's temperature to rise. This global warming is leading to more extreme weather events, melting polar ice, and rising sea levels. These changes are happening too quickly for many species to adapt, leading to a loss of biodiversity. But it's not all doom and gloom. Humans also have the power to make a positive impact. We can choose to limit our consumption, to recycle and reuse, to switch to renewable energy sources, to protect natural habitats, and to clean up our pollution. We have the knowledge and the tools to make a difference. Every species plays a role in the intricate web of life. When we harm one, we harm all. But when we help one, we help all. We are not separate from nature, but a part of it. And as part of nature, we have a responsibility to protect it. Our actions today will determine the future of our planet. It's time we took responsibility. You might be wondering, what can I do to help? Well, you'd be surprised at how much difference one person can make. The first step is to educate yourself about the environment and the effects of human activities on nature. Knowledge is power, and with this power, you can make informed decisions and inspire others to do the same. Try to reduce, reuse, and recycle as much as you can. A reduction in waste not only conserves resources but also minimizes the amount of waste that ends up in our ecosystems. Support local conservation efforts. Whether it's volunteering your time or making a donation, every little bit helps. And remember, conservation starts right at home. Plant native trees, create a wildlife-friendly garden, or simply reduce your water usage. Remember, every action counts. Together, we can make a difference and ensure a thriving planet for future generations.